Hey guys, how's it going? Today I have a review for you guys of the Elliot Havok timepieces. So what I'm going to be reviewing today is the Elliot Havok Midnight and the Havok Rose Gold watch. Two different watches that both run the same, they just look a little different. And let me show you a quick scoop of the packaging and then we'll get right into the review. So, the quote on the packaging is "Nothing is more simple than greatness. Indeed, to be simple is to be great." That's by Ralph Waldo Emerson, and that's the main motto behind all of the watches in this collection. Be very simple, effective, functional, and affordable. So without further ado, let's get into this review. Thank you so much to Elliot Havok for sending these out to me. They are awesome. I've had these for a few weeks, broken them in, and this review is going to be really cool. If you're looking for a fast, easy, and simple solution to creating your own individual website, Insight has you covered. Go to them for a free 30-day trial when you enter the promo code DINOSAURIN at checkout. Check them out, guys. They're pretty cool. So you saw the outside of the box, you saw that watch, you saw the quote. Let's get into the inside of the box. So when you first get your watch, you're going to have your watch inside this little cutout, and there's going to be a little styrofoam film over this, so it's going to be fairly protected. On the sides, you have ElliotHavok.com branding, pretty standard. We'll flip it around and you'll have Havok, just the word in nice glossy black. And then flip it around once more and you'll see the Elliot Havok logo. So it's a very simple box, but it's quite artsy, it's very nice, so it keeps everything simple but fresh, and that's basically the motto of these watches. Alright guys, I blurred out the watches right here because I knew that as soon as you started looking at them, you would completely ignore what I'm saying, so let me just get the specs out of the way first. So both watches are made out of stainless steel case backing, Japanese movement, and design in San Francisco. The bands are interchangeable on both. On the left, you have a woven herringbone trim. On the right, you have a genuine leather strap. The left is water resistant up to 3 ATMs, and on the right, the gold is resistant up to 5 ATMs. Alright, so now that we got the specs out of the way, let's take a look at the watches. So on the left, we have the Midnight. On the right, we have the Rose Gold. The thing to know about the Midnight is that it's a lot more complex, there's a lot more to look at. You have a second hand, you have the date, you have numbers of the hours, then you have a second set of numbers of the hours. So you have 1 through 12 and then 12 through 24. So there's a lot to look at. The Rose Gold, much more simple. So taking a quick look at the back of the watches, both of them say Elliot Havok timepiece. You have the signature logo and then designed in San Francisco. So that's about it. So setting the time on these watches is fairly simple and it's fairly standard. If you pull out twice, you're going to go to the minutes and then eventually the hours that you're setting. If you pull out once, as you can see right here, you're just going to be setting, it's a little bit hard to do sometimes, but you're going to be setting the date, and it's fairly standard. In terms of figuring out if you're AM or PM, you just have to wait 12 hours and figure out, did the date change or did it not? So that's the only slightly annoying part, but that's how all watches work. But yeah, fairly standard for both, very simple. No complaints there. So let's take a second to talk about the bands. So the Rose Gold has a leather band, so it's a little bit softer than the band used on the Midnight Havok. And what that translates into for me was I could go to the third hole on the Rose Gold leather, but on the Midnight I can only go to the second hole. It's still a little bit more rigid than the Rose Gold to this day, but both of them have softened out. They're both way easier to use, and I could put the watch on in about 5-6 seconds. Just to give you guys some shots of what these watches look like in the light when they're very nicely illuminated, they do look really, really good. The Midnight and the band, the contrast between the white and the black looks great, and the Rose Gold, when you're putting it in the light a little bit, it kind of looks like a dark blue over the Rose Gold, and it just looks great. The contrast, once again, just fantastic. Both watches really pull off that really, really cool look. So by now you can probably tell what I'm going to say at the end of this video. It's that I really like these watches. So I like the Rose Gold the most. The Midnight Havok is great. I just think that it has a little bit too much going on. You have, blue, red, white, black numbers, a date, and it has lines all over it. It almost looks like a compass. I feel like that was slightly the look they were going for. So to me there was too much going on there. I favor simplicity. And I felt like that slightly contrasted with the quote on the box by Ralph Waldo Emerson. I thought that, they were going for a simplistic look, yet there was so much going on. I mean, it wasn't as complex as a watch with 3 chronographs and a dive meter and the date with the year and all that. But it was still a little bit too complex comparing it to the Rose Gold. If I had just gotten the rose gold, I would have thought like they are all about simplicity. But because I saw the midnight, I realized it's not 100%, simple. But all in all, I really like the way both of these watches look. For $95, you're getting high quality. You're getting that sort of artistic feel. Just going on their website and seeing all the unique things they offer. The really cool wallets. They have the hipster bands that you can put around your hand. They have a lot of different things on their site that make this company stand out as more than just another retailer like a Fossil or like a Diesel or something like that. The watches are really nice. They're artisan quality. For $95, especially this weekend, you're getting 10% off with the code word COOLBEANS at checkout. So you'd be paying even less. So these watches are definitely a steal. People love the way they look. I love the way they look. You will like the way they look. So I would definitely recommend it. If you're looking for a nice quality watch at an affordable price that looks fantastic, go for one of the ones they offer. You can get them between $85 and $95. There are replaceable bands and straps, and you can basically customize it to your look. And that's about it for this review. Thank you so much, Elliot Havok, for sending this out to me. I really like these watches. Thank you guys for watching the video. Rate, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch you guys in the next one next week.